This holiday season, every time you purchase a 12-ounce SnortBucks coffee, a portion of the proceeds will be given to the Penny Foundation, the world's premier charity dedicated to helping down-on-their-luck content creators pay their daily bills.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money. I need my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill.
So stop by your local SnortBucks today and help send some Penny their way.
"2024 is stacking up to be one of the most, if not the most interesting year that I've ever been on the internet for me and possibly you."
Oh, look at that.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome.
Oh my God!
If you had just learned to laugh at yourself a little earlier on, then it would never have gotten this bad.
Cookin Soul.
God, oh, oh snap, dude! Cookin Soul came with that heat. Holy shit! Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to 12 Days Till Goutmas. I am your host. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Season greetings and happy holidays all around. So on and so forth. I know that I haven't actually. I usually don't play some of the music that's chosen for this all the way to completion like this, but I had to make an exception for this one. I had to make an exception for this one. Like, funny enough, actually, the intro. This is actually. Let me just go ahead and put it all out there. This isn't the original intro. I actually have. This is a cut-in because I had found this and I was like, yeah, I need that. I need that. I need that. And I think you guys needed that. That is crazy. This shit's so good. So good. Anyway, so that's what our circumstances are with this here. I hope you guys liked it and whatnot. It's such a banger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cookin Soul don't miss. That dude does not miss when it comes to music. Especially off of his holiday line or whatever. Now, to follow up one banger with another. Ladies and gentlemen, there are going to be 4 videos that are going to make up our broadcast, all brought to us by one of our favorites, SnortBucks, KO Gaming / DSPGaming. Oh boy, you're going to like this lineup. you're going to like this lineup. All right, so first one, planning to stream on YouTube and Twitch. Second one, ranting about DSPCult, YouTube, and an apology. Third video, give me extra money for Christmas. And fourth one, exploding by criticism, and he takes some shots at some other YouTubers and some other salty ass bullshit. It's just gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. In any case, so that's what our situation is. That's what our circumstances are. Should be fun. And let's go ahead and change up the scenery a bit. And nope. There we go. And then these are the 4 videos. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and get into our circumstance. Yeah. Well, let's not hold off any longer, actually. Let's not hold off any longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually the cutout will come in verse, and vice versa, or whatever the situation will be. You know, whoever the editor is will go ahead and shape it all up. You'll see it. You'll see it. You'll see it. If you don't, you don't. That just means that the transition worked out. Anywho, let me go ahead and finish my situation on that. And actually, here, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started with the first video that will make up our broadcast / situation / event and our 12 days to Goutmas, all brought to us by SnortBucks. Okay, here we go. All brought to us by SnortBucks, KO Gaming / DSPGaming, planning to stream on YouTube and Twitch. Now check this. This is from December 15th of 2016. The link will be down in the description. Womp womp. Here we go.
So earlier today, I streamed Overwatch. I did the Winter Wonderland update that came out for the game today. I played it for around 3.5 hours. The good news is, those who were watching the stream of Overwatch liked it. They said that it looked good. It looked like pretty much the same quality as everyone else's Overwatch streams on Twitch. So that was good. The bad news is, the YouTube videos, meaning the videos...
Why would that be good? Because even back then, you weren't fitting Twitch's standard for what was considered quality content, whether from the visuals or from the gameplay. Huh? Let's go ahead and bring that whole segment back real fast. My footage looked just like everybody else's footage, so that's good. What? All right. So much for being an individual, right? So much for, you know, being our own man and shit, right? But then again, let's check the date for this. This is December 15th of 2016. So Jesus Christ, man, absolute follower type mentality. But then again, he's always been a follower. Trust me, he's been desperate to be associated with, or be compared to other streamers. He says he doesn't want to. He says he wants to be his own man. He wants to stand on his own too. He's a unique fucking snowflake and all that. But truth be told, he wants to be just like everybody else. He wants to be able to fit in. He wants to feel like he belongs and is part of a real community. Not the dense and the fucking brain dead idiots who follow him mindlessly. He wants to actually be, he wants to be around people. He doesn't necessarily want to be challenged on anything because he's just going to fold like a wet paper blanket. But he does actually want to be around people, which is strange. It's strange how someone who treats everybody in his life like shit is desperate for not just companionship, but to also have a sense of belonging and to be part of a community. That's the strangest shit to me, man. Might as well just been antisocial and just stayed with that. Ironically enough, that's exactly what he is. Here we go.
So earlier today, I streamed Overwatch. I did the Winter Wonderland update that came out for the game today. I played it for around 3.5 hours. The good news is, those who were watching the stream of Overwatch liked it. They said that it looked good. It looked like pretty much the same quality as everyone else's Overwatch streams on Twitch. So that was good. The bad news is, the YouTube videos, meaning the videos that I recorded for YouTube, don't look very good. And what I mean by that is not the visuals. The visuals look fine. They're not pixelated or anything. But the frame rate. The frame rate is not a smooth 60 frames per second like I would like them to be. Now, the reason is because I was streaming here on Twitch at 720p resolution, but I was recording at 1080p resolution, which means my computer had to do double work, and therefore the videos on YouTube ended up suffering because of it, okay? I was a little upset. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little upset, but I'm actually happy.
Wait, so you were streaming at 720p back in those days? I mean, I guess that was the standard, I suppose. I wonder if people were streaming in 1080 back in 2016, though. I want to say that they must have been, because there have been people streaming at 4K long before 4K became, well, 4K started to become universal, but people have been streaming at 4K on Twitch for a number of years, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Before it started to really kind of, really become something trending, I should say. And that's and keep in mind though too, even now, that would still be considered overkill. Okay, hey, you can find videos on YouTube at 8K. Shit, I think Maximilian had one or two I think he was testing out at before he scaled it back. He was just testing. But still, even then, the quality was great, but beyond great, honestly. But it's still overkill, even now. Semantics.
That it was just a random stream of Overwatch.
You're not going to know how far you can go unless you push the envelope.
Watch that this happened to, rather than me starting up, say, a brand new game playthrough, and then I go to look, and the game videos would have looked like shit. Okay, so what I'm forced to do moving forward, okay, is the following. If I'm playing a game that runs at 30 frames per second, there's no issue at all. Sadly, it looks like I'm going to have to make a decision, all right? And the decision is going to be the following. Do I record and stream at a lower quality? So, for example, if I'm going to play Modern Warfare, and I want to do some multiplayer of it, I'm going to do 60 frames per second, I want that quality. Do I record at 720p and stream at 720p so that I could do it on Twitch, okay? Or do I say, well, unfortunately, there's no way that I could do it at the quality I want, so I'm going to go back to YouTube for a stream, which I could do. I actually have the capability. If I want to stream something on YouTube, I can stream that. If I want to stream something on Twitch, I can do that. But I do have the capability to go back and forth between the services if I don't stream the same thing on both, okay? So I was actually talking with the stream chat about this. Yeah, I was talking with the stream chat about this.
Yeah, see, this is what I was saying earlier on, or I've certainly said it in other broadcasts or even other episodes of Goutmas, that he was making the move back to Twitch, but he hadn't fully committed yet. He didn't fully commit back to Twitch until after Apocalypse on YouTube, which is why him aggravating Machinima made no goddamn sense. You were already kind of testing the waters and shit over there on Twitch already. So, excuse me, all you had to do was fully commit back to Twitch and whatnot, and then archive everything on YouTube, and then you would have been fine. Instead, he wanted to completely and utterly piss off Machinima for what reason we'll never really know. He's retarded. Excuse me. He's retarded, so that's why. And then he sat there and screwed up a whole new line of income, or a whole new stream of income for no damn reason. That was wild. But this right here, though, the idea, because keep in mind this is a bit before my time, the idea that he was considering on holding, not multi-streaming, but willing to have separate streams on both platforms, that surprised me. I didn't think he would actually do that. I considered him far too lazy for it, especially because he wasn't completely committed to Twitch at this moment. He didn't see the big money in it just yet. He was still relying on subs. So I guess I can kind of see the method in his madness, maybe.
And it seems like it's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, some people are of the opinion, well, you should be recording at the highest quality because that's what people want to see on YouTube. Other people are like, yeah, but honestly, if you're going to be playing the hot new releases and you want to get that kind of attention and maybe some extra money and you want to do it on Twitch, you got to do it at the lower quality, you know, and do it on Twitch because streaming on YouTube, no one really shows up, which is kind of true. So I don't know. I'm going to have to... The first release coming up is Resident Evil 7 in you know, January, where this is going to be a dilemma for me. Because I know it runs at 60 frames per second.
He was just saying that his quality was at the same level as everybody else's quality as it pertains to Overwatch on Twitch. So you were willing to compromise your streams to chase like this little bit of money on YouTube still? Now keep in mind, this was in December, so he's still going for that holiday ad money. That's where his mind is really at. So just to try to put things into context.
But I don't know if I'll be able to, you know, I know I won't be able to record at the higher quality and stream at the lower. It's just not going to work, okay?
Oh, excuse me, I'm still sick. Yes, you can hear it. Still got the nasal drip. Still got shit gunk in my fucking throat. Well, it is better. Every day I can tell you this, it is getting progressive.
You know, now that I think about it, ladies and gentlemen, we don't hear about post-nasal drip anymore, do we? We don't hear him snort a lot either. Interesting. Interesting. I'm waiting. I wonder if in 2025 we'll see more of that. Maybe that'll make a comeback. But I just thought about that. We don't hear about post-nasal drip no more. You know, that thing he's been battling all his life and shit. I'm not hearing a whole lot about that. We don't hear a lot of snorting either. That's not necessarily off the table, but we're not hearing so much of that either. It's very strange. Very strange. Because I thought we couldn't control that. I thought that was something we go through. That's the only way we can breathe. If not, he'll choke on his own fucking piggy, gouty fucking saliva, snot, mucus. I don't know. I'm just not hearing a whole lot of it. Hearing a lot of it these days. I'm wondering. I'm concerned a little bit. A little bit concerned.
Progressively better. A little bit better. Every day is just a little bit better. So hopefully another couple days I'll be back to 100%.
Not to say he was ever at 100% anyway.
My goodness. Gotta wake up. Gotta wake up to play this.
There you go. I've never... It's funny, when I jump on like Call of Duty or Street Fighter or any of my game of choice, I never say I have to wake up to play this game. I've never felt that way. Oh man, I gotta stay up a little longer so I can play this game. That's never been a thing for me. But, whatever. Alright, it's a video 2. It's video number 2. Oh, that was a bit eye-opening though. I really didn't know too much about that. Alright, second video that will continue our campaign, our odyssey in at our event here. Let's see here. KO Gaming / DSPGaming ranting against the DSPCult, YouTube, and also an apology. This is from December 19th of 2016. The link will be down in the description. And we're 4 days removed from the first video. Here we go.
This cold, I've now had it for almost 2 full weeks. And I've gone through all the phases of the cold, and of course now this final phase will not go away.
Now remember, 4 days ago we were on the road to 100%. The fuck happened to you? What happened to you?
My throat will not get better. It's still congested. It's still swollen.
Oh, I don't know. It's fucking cold. The good news is, I work from home. Imagine if I had to go to an office every day and I was like this, right?
I don't know if I would consider what you do work, but whatever.
And I'm kind of screwed right now because of my voice. I can't really do any reviews, and it blows.
I love the people. Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. All right, send me money. Sure, send me $500 right now.
Yeah, you know.
Now remember, excuse me. Now remember, keep the time and the date on this shit. This is 2016. You want me to do something? Give me money. Money, 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 money. Give me money, 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 money. This is for his own health and well-being. And then this is the same idiot who front loads everything now. If you want him to play a game, we gotta hit a set of goals. And once we meet those goals, then you guys have to make it even more worthwhile for me to do it right away, and then you have to support the whole playthrough if you want me to keep playing it. This silly monkey has been sick for days on end, and people are like, yo, man, you sound like trash. You need to go ahead and you need to go to the doctor. Oh, okay, so you want me to get better so I can make the content you want? Send me money. Send me money, 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 money. Give me money. Wow. Wow. And people actually thought, and it's been multiple times over the years, by the way, but there's been people who really thought that DSP may have some redeemable qualities. Not to say that he would ever get redeemed, but he may have redeemable qualities. I don't see it. But then again, you know, there are people out there too that say he was good at Street Fighter. I don't hear too much of that no more. There was people out there who said he had pride. That number is dwindling by the dozens. So, you know, it's okay. Not everybody can be right. I know I haven't been. But I damn sure haven't been wrong on those. I'll tell you that.
Whatever means, and I'll go right to the doctor, and I'll get antibiotics, and I'll get this cleared up. Because my insurance doesn't cover it. Because my insurance sucks because I'm...
Your insurance doesn't cover it? What kind of insurance do you have? What kind of fly-by-night plan are you with? Uh-oh.
Self-employed.
Wait, isn't this the same guy who complained about Obamacare at one time or another? Was this the same guy that when Panda had her emergency... excuse me. When Panda had her emergency in 2017, he was like, how are they going to present you a bill? For $1,000 for what? To just give you a pill and leave you somewhere? What? Isn't this that same guy? But this guy is telling us that he can't go to the doctor for not even simple, but to just get a checkout, just to get an evaluation on what his current situation is because his healthcare plan is such trash. So why the fuck are you spending all that money on it? Why don't you reevaluate your plan and want you suit it or customize it to what your needs are? You're paying for something that you're not even using. What's the point of you even having medical insurance then if you're not going to use it? All right, whatever. Whatever. It's like the, what can I equate that to? I know what I can equate that to. When he owned the BMW and he had that deluxe luxury package that he's paying like an additional $200, $300, $400 a month for and never used it. Never took it to the dealership. Never got that bitch detailed inside and out. Never got the engine checked. Never got fucking an oil change, let alone anything else. Never got the tires rotated. Never did anything. Paid for this luxury package on top of what he was already paying because he was leasing it. And never used the damn thing. Just so he could say he had it. Wow. Wow.
And Obama fucked me.
Obama literally bent me over and fucked
Oh, never mind. He did take shots at Obamacare. My bad. I jumped the gun a bit.
me up the asshole. I obviously don't want to go on a healthcare rant, but it's funny because I'm talking. People in the street chat, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. Okay, send me $500. I'll go right to the doctor. You want to tell me what to do? Fine. Give me the means to do it. Don't just demand it. Give me the means.
Wow. Don't give me advice. Give me money so I can consider maybe doing what you're asking me to. And you know what damn well, you guys know damn well, for those of you who know, you know. You know what he would have done? He'd have taken that $500, pocketed that shit, or WWE Champions, or WWE Supercard, sorry. Whatever the game of choice was in 2016. And he would have just went to fucking get some shit off the shelf at whatever the local drugstore or grocery store is. Fucking A, bruh.
Ugh. Patreon, and I need your help. So please consider pledging to my Patreon.
I definitely need your support as much as possible, especially heading into this new year.
I don't want nobody's advice. Give me money. And then in the next snort, oh yeah, give me money. I need your help. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Very uncertain. I don't know what's going to happen in 2017. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep doing this with YouTube the way it is. And YouTubers, subs plummeting, views plummeting, and YouTube claiming nothing's wrong because
they're a bunch of fucking retards, hipster idiots who don't actually do any fucking work. And, when you're born with a silver spoon in your fucking mouth. And
yes, because the people who work at, because the people who work at Google and or YouTube are already a bunch of rich kids already. They're there. You guys might not have known this. But in 2016, the people who worked at Google and at YouTube, respectfully, only had jobs there because they had silver spoons in their mouths the entire time. The same silver spoons that DSP wanted people to dig out of his ass and eat whatever it is that was in there. But whatever. They all had silver spoons, and their existence was utterly tailored to fucking with Darkside Phil and his small very small business on the internet. That's all it was. A bunch of privileged, rich people fucking dark side fell over. The ultimate underdog, the little guy, the one that was left, the runt of the litter, who was left out in the cold and shit, and somehow, some way, found his way to crawling his way to notoriety on YouTube, on the internet at large. And that's why the FGC is so jealous of him, right? You know, for some of you out there who say DSP is above average, that's why the FGC held him back, right? They overlooked his talents, his skills, what he could contribute to the community at large, right? Of course, you guys didn't actually say that. That'd have been retarded. But you guys did say that he has above average skills. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you ride that. I'll let you guys have that. No, I'm not going to let you have that. You guys know it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys are in the early stages of troll remorse or what. But you know it's not true. You know it's not true. And if I was even willing to give charity to it, you could say it's super turbo. And even then, I still wouldn't say he's above average. I'm still not willing to say that. Even if Evil AJ came out tomorrow, for all the respect that I have for Evil AJ, and he still said that, I would still say he's wrong. That's nothing against Evil AJ. I just think his opinion's wrong. That's nothing against the man himself. Just think that's wrong. I think the dude is not above average. You know what I'm saying? He did basically mediocre in a game that was already dying. Everything else he touched, he got beasted, or he was a walking ATM. Period. The dude's been a doormat for just about everybody else on the internet. So tell me where the above average thing comes from. Like, Jesus Christ, has the bell curve dropped somewhere and I don't know? And I wasn't notified of this shit? What happened? What happened? Let's keep it pushing.
Go to Ivy League school, so then you get a nice freebie job at Google, and you sit around looking like a fucking slob with your hipster glasses, your fucking hoodie, unshaven fucking face, fat bloated fucking body. You know, when you're a
wow. Woo! There's some anger in here. Hold on, we gotta bring this back. This whole hipster thing, boy, he big man. He not little man. He not little man. He big man. He big man. God damn, son.
With YouTube the way it is.
Oh my God.
YouTubers, you know, subs plummeting, views plummeting, and YouTube claiming nothing's wrong because...
What the fuck happened to you? Hold on a second. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. Took, like, literally seconds. But I may have gotten it this time. My fault.
Very uncertain. I don't know what's going to happen in 2017. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep doing this with YouTube the way it is. And YouTubers, you know, subs plummeting, views plummeting, and YouTube claiming nothing's wrong because
they're a bunch of fucking retards, hipster idiots who don't actually do any fucking work. And, you know, when you're born with a silver spoon in your fucking mouth.
There you go. Spit that grease. Spit that grease.
And you go to Ivy League.
I mean, I guess you could say he's also spitting that gout too. Whatever. We'll flip-flop between the two. Holy shit. Spit that grease.
School. So then you get a nice freebie job at Google, and you sit around.
Spit that gouty grease. That works.
Around looking like a fucking slob with your hipster glasses, your fucking hoodie, unshaven fucking face, fat bloated fucking body. You know. Yo,
I'm not even gonna front. That shit kind of sounds like he was copying LTG. That's kind of what that sounded like to me a little bit. Like, because if you remember that fucking LTG rant that he had about Boogie all those years ago, that's what that kind of sounds like. You know what I just thought about, actually? Why the fuck hasn't LolCow Live reached out to LTG yet? Why the fuck not? He's already had, he did an interview with Wings. I'm sure Boogie would get a good laugh out of that shit. Keem don't got nothing to lose by bringing LTG up there. I'm just going to throw that out there. That shit might be fucking funny. That might be kind of fucking hilarious if they did that shit. That might be interesting. Then again, that whole paid, you need to be a paid sub though to talk in their chat. I don't know how some of the LTG reactors or trolls or whatever would feel about that. I don't know how they're gonna feel about that. That's a thing. Anyway, I'm just throwing that out there into the ether.
When you're a fucking mess and a piece of shit, and you can't really help anyone out with your life.
That's the kind of person that America apparently supports. You know, not hardworking people who bust their ass every day to get to the fucking job, to do what they can do, to earn their wage. No, of course not.
That sounds like projection.
So anyway, with
But then again, remember, he begs on the internet because he has pride. Because he has pride. He begs on the internet.
everything going on with Google, everything going on with YouTube, and, you know, it sucked. And your support is definitely appreciated.
Excuse me, I know that's gross, but I have to do it or else I'm going to choke.
So what's going on in our current day, 2024? Somebody? Anybody? 8 years ago, if he didn't do it, he was going to choke. And not even in a way that Panda might like. Well, or Cat, but I don't know if Cat's choking on much of anything these days. Anyway.
On Twitter in particular, there's been some negative...
Maybe that's the reason why DSP is as tame as he's not tame, but he's boring as he is now. Maybe because he somehow, some way, maybe because of Seattle's magical air, and maybe he went through the second transformation, latent mutant transformation, right? Because the original one is when he grew those extra baby backs and whatnot to reinforce his back and shit. Hence the reason why we don't need surgery. Hence the reason why they moved out to Seattle, Washington in the first place, and why he moved Panda in with him. Maybe he somehow developed, I don't know, like 2 extra piggy lungs and whatnot, so now he doesn't have to snort anymore. Another latent mutant ability. Hell, maybe he's at Omega level and we don't know. I don't know. I'm confused, bro. But he's not, we don't see him choking on stream or nothing. Especially when he's around people, which is very rare. But you don't catch a snort out of him either. I don't know. It's either A, he was faking it and he was just doing it to annoy people, or B, he really had a problem. Somehow he overcome it. I don't know. Something to think about.
Stuff I've been saying about different things, Final Fantasy and all kinds of stuff going on, and kind of being just a jerk about it. And, you know, a few people called me out about it and said, you know, Phil, why are you being so negative right now? You know, this isn't like you to be super overly negative all the time. Yeah, every once in a while you'll focus on it or whatever in a video, but, you know, right now it just seems like you're not in a good mood. And yeah, it's true. It's kind of been like a Scroogey bah humbug for me this past week. Because I've been so sick, I haven't been able to work the way that I want to. I haven't been able to play the games and stuff that I want to do. And
So you thought it was a good idea taking it out on other people, and then when they came at you, then all of a sudden you want to apologize because you couldn't fight back. So it's real easy to spew that bullshit, to spit that grease, if you will, or that gouty grease, or spit that gout. You know what I'm saying? From the safety of the Snort fort, and from your little haven on the internet. But once the rest of the internet started to pay attention to it, and we're like coming out there with the fucking torches, no pitchforks, just torches, because it's easier just to burn the bitch down and whatnot. Don't worry about the survivors. Then all of a sudden we got to come out here with lame ass apologies. I don't know. Yet again, where's the pride at? If you believe it, then you should stand behind it, right? Right? Right.
just don't feel good. And I just want to let everyone...
Remember, realest guy on the internet. The only person who tells the truth. That's why he never sold out. That's why he never became a shill or a paid advertiser or a walking billboard or whatever. Remember that. Remember that. He spit that gout. He spits that grease. Always the truth. It's just people can't handle the truth.
Everyone know, first of all, it obviously has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with you, the viewers, okay? It's just a shitty situation right now with me being sick, not being able to get over this cold, and unfortunately not being able to go to the doctor because guess what? My new health insurance, my better health insurance, doesn't kick in until 2017. So right now, if I go to the doctor, I still will have nothing covered. I'll be paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars out of pocket, which I can't afford right now. Which is why a lot of people are...
So we didn't want to use the current insurance. We wanted to use the new insurance. Is that like the situation with the old PC? Oh, I could go ahead and use this Stream Deck that you guys sent me, but I don't want to use it with the old PC. I want it on my new setup. Or I could buy some other peripherals, new peripherals for my current setup, but I need a whole new streaming PC for that. And I also need a whole new gaming PC too. The whole setup needs to be a dual streaming setup at this point. So anything you guys send me, that's fine, but I'm not going to use it until I get the new PC setup. Is that what that is? That's kind of what it sounds like. That seems like a pattern, to be honest. So he was willing to sit there and bitch and complain through the holidays and make himself look more and more like a fucking moron, right? And embarrass himself because he don't want to try to finish out the current insurance, medical insurance program he has that he's already paying for. He don't want to use that. He wants to wait till the new one comes out, until he can use the new one. That makes a lot of sense. Gotcha. So let yourself just be sick through the holidays because you don't want that old thing. You want that new thing. Gotcha. Fucking retarded.
Yelling at me, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. I can't. I'm literally in a situation here where I can't until 2017. Okay? So I'm suffering with this cold. I'm getting through it in my own way. But that's not fair to you guys to go on Twitter and to see me saying, you know, kind of negative stuff about things going on. And, you know, today in particular on pre-stream, I know I felt really bad today. I felt really under the weather, but I was trying to talk through it, and my pre-stream today was just vile.
It was really just nasty. I attacked a couple people, and after listening back to it, I was like, I'm not even going to upload that. Like, that's something that...
I wonder if I can still find that. I wonder if I can still find that. If I do, you'll see it in 2025.
Is not characteristic for me. I shouldn't be like that.
Especially this time of year, all right, is the least time of the year where you should be so negative. So...
Oh, why? So we should only be positive during the holidays and we can just be piece of shit anywhere else? Fuck all that. If you're going to spit that grease, you better spit that grease all year. If you're going to sit there and spit that gout, you better... Well, grout, that's kind of funny. Because his nose is always in the ground. Anyway, if you're going to spit that gout, you better spit that shit all year. If not, how are you the realest person on the internet? That's weird. That's strange. That shit must have grown legs, and something scared him. That's why he's apologizing. Because other than that, he would have just acted like it didn't happen.
I apologize wholeheartedly for my behavior recently. If it has turned you off, whether it was on social media or a pre-stream or wherever where you heard me kind of being negative about stuff, I apologize. Once this cold gets over with and I can get full swing into my year-end stuff, I know I'm going to be a lot more positive. The problem is I need to get rid of it. Even now, doing this weekend preview is a chore because the side of my throat's swollen up and I got phlegm and it's just not nice, okay?
It really sucks when all I want to do is play games and have fun and share those experiences with you.
And review the games and put out the quality content I've been doing, and because of this...
You know what's funny? I just thought about this. This is actually the pre-sequel. Well, this is a pre-sequel to a bunch of things. But this is a pre-sequel to what happened with the State of Decay 2 situation. Remember? Him and Catherine were supposed to go out, have a bunch of fun and whatever. She got sick. They couldn't do it. Someone reaches out to Phil saying, hey, did you know people are playing State of Decay 2 a week early and they're making all this money and shit and they got all this viewership on Twitch? And then all of a sudden he went out there and spit that grease. He went and spit that gouty grease on Twitter and got all that backlash because he didn't call people sellouts and shills and they're not real gamers because they're playing the game early and getting all this money. They're all walking billboards and whatnot. Holy shit! Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know the value of what I was choosing. I did, but let's just act like I didn't. Let's just act like this whole thing was just a happenstance. Holy shit! Oh, and this is what is actually in the archives. This is what people like SnortBucks and others have in their library, deep in their library. There be diamonds out in them hills, ladies and gentlemen. I try to tell y'all. I've been telling you this for years. There's an immense amount of value in the lore. Holy shit.
I can't do it. And, I gotta try to get myself
positive again, back to the holiday spirit.
You may not believe this.
Don't worry, I don't.
Positive thinking and positivity, actually, it's been scientifically proven, can help you be healthy. It actually can help your immune system to get more energy to boost itself by thinking positively.
So the fact that you're sick the majority of the year, and the reason why you look like a walking ghoul and shit, that comes from what exactly, Phil? And if that is the case, then how the fuck are you going to preach positivity when all you do is spit out negativity? Or spit that grease, as I like to say. Spit that gout. Spit that gouty grease. So how does that make sense? How does someone who only preaches negativity expect people to believe that they're positive? Or they know anything about positivity? Or they could somehow drum up or inspire people to be positive? Huh. Because Phil, just because people give you money doesn't necessarily mean they're positive. You realize that, right? See, that's why that gimmick that you like to do about, excuse me, don't support me to felt the haters or to make the haters feel bad or whatever. I want you to support me for me until we started fucking up on those sub goals, right? Or the King's Coffert or whatever the fuck that lame shit was called. Until the streak was damn near about to die. Then it was all about, guys, I want to take a minute to really talk about the streak and all these fucking assholes out here that are waiting for it to fail so they can have celebrations and they can put out videos and make all this type of money and stuff. And we can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. We can't let all the hard work that we put in for these, 96, 97 plus plus streaks or plus goals that we've hit, we can't let that shit go to waste. You guys can't let the streak die. Remember, Phil? Goal was 276. You guys failed at like 96, 97. Pretty sure it was at 97. And at the end, especially those, I say those last 20 or so goals before it actually failed, it's all about, we have to go ahead, we have to not let the trolls win. It's not about this, it's not about that. It was at 0 hour for multiple streams, and that's what it came down to. But, you know, he's the one who preaches about positivity. He's the one saying that, look at all the medicinal, excuse me, and healthy advantages. You know what I'm saying? To the mind, body, and spirit, or the gout, the doubt, and the snout, for those of you who know, you know. That can come from being a positive person and spewing positivity. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's possible. It's so real. It's too real to touch. But I'm just thinking it don't exist.
So I think what I need to do, I need to get hyped for Christmas coming up. I need to
get excited for all the games coming up. I need to get excited for reviews again. We gotta get into the Christmas spirit around here.
I'm wearing a hat. I'm getting ready, goddammit. And I gotta stop it with the humbugs and be more with the ho-ho-hos. You know what I mean? But right now, a lot of difficulties on YouTube. I actually looked at my YouTube stats for December.
They're not good, okay? They're just not. They're terrible.
YouTube's basically telling me this is like one of the worst months of the year, which is complete bullshit. It's the complete polar opposite. December's always the best month of the year for me, and they're telling me it's the worst.
Obviously, YouTube is screwing up with their. Everyone knows the algorithm.
Can't take blame for nothing. Bitching and complaining. He just apologized for how bad his behavior was and how people may have been turned off from it. Right? Then we come up with, oh well, the views are bad. Oh, but that's not my fault, though. That's YouTube's fault. It's YouTube's fault that the views are bad. Even though you just apologized literally with seconds ago, saying that you've had a shitty attitude for a period of time. Won't say exactly how long, but for a period of time. And you can see how people were being turned off from it. And then immediately push the blame to something else. That's not coward behavior. I don't know what is.
Rhythms are messed up.
The sub counts are wrong and unsubbing people against their will, and YouTube is literally coming out with videos saying nothing is wrong and denying any kind of culpability or responsibility for the fact that they've screwed up their own business.
I want to keep doing this, but I need your help. Patreon is the way that you can let me keep doing this. $1 a month
will seriously allow me to keep doing this as a job, so please consider pledging if you haven't.
Oh, man! Woo, shit! Oh boy, that was wild, son. And we still ain't even done yet. We still got 2 more left. Let's go ahead and get into number 3. Holy shit. Alright. What is the... God damn, Phil. Oh, immediately apologized and then took the apology back and said it was YouTube's fault. Fantastic. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for the third video that makes up our event / broadcast is, yet again, brought to us by SnortBucks, KO Gaming / DSPGaming. Give me extra money for Christmas. We've already heard the lead up to this, if you think about it. But give me extra money for Christmas. This is from December 21st of 2016. The link will be down in the description, and we are 2 days removed from the last video. Just to keep the timeline together. Just to keep the timeline together. Here we go.
Oh, excuse me, because yes, I am still under the weather. Even though my voice does sound a little bit better today, I am still under the weather. So, just to warn everyone.
So much for that positivity, right, guys? Right, guys? Right.
Forewarn everyone. You know, it sucks, but I am still getting over this damn cold. Okay.
Later tonight, I will be doing a beta, an exclusive beta, that I got access to thanks to a viewer. And I will definitely give them thanks tonight when I record this footage, okay? I'm not going to spoil what it is. Basically, there was a game that was coming out in 2016 that I was pretty excited for various reasons. Sadly, the game got delayed, and we haven't heard...
And everybody remembers the infamous Friday the 13th clip when he got trolled in that shit. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. They got fucking gangbanged in that bitch. God damn, Phil.
Heard a lot about this game at all since it got delayed. Well, a viewer of mine got access to a beta, and I now have access to that beta, and I'm going to check it out tonight offline, okay? I'm not going to stream it, just to let you know, it's going to be kind of a surprise. I'm going to play maybe a couple hours of this beta, and I'm going to upload that to DSP Gaming later tonight. So I'm not going to tell you what it is now, but I think you're going to enjoy it. It seems like at least...
So, harkening back to the first video that started this all off, he was thinking about streaming on YouTube and Twitch, but we're still playing games offline, right? We're still trying to do that. We've been sick for multiple days on end, still can't shake it, even though he don't do nothing for a living, but he eats like trash. So that's a thing, because I'm sure Panda was getting fed up around this time. And then tries to give a false apology for his bad behavior, which was causing people to get turned off from the content. And then we go ahead and flip that and say that it was actually YouTube's fault that his views are low, that his ad revenue is low, and all of the mistakes with people mass subbing. That's not true. It didn't actually happen. That's YouTube being assholes. They're not paying him for the proper views and so on and so forth. All of this is really just build up to the machinima situation that happened literally like 3 or 4 months later. So you're literally seeing the build up to all of that. Fantastic. Fantastic.
I don't know, I haven't played it yet, but as long as it is what it seems to be, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. A good surprise, couple hours of gameplay footage for you later tonight, okay? It should be pretty fun. Last night, I released my review of The Last Guardian on KO Gaming. It's the first video I put up on that channel in over 3 weeks. The good news is that I was able to do it all in one sitting, my voice held out, and I feel the review is actually pretty damn good. I think it's one of the more honest reviews on the internet for the game.
How would you know when you don't watch other people? Semantics.
Alright, the bad news is because I haven't put up videos on that channel for a long time, it's hard to get people to realize that I'm posting videos there again. And the bottom line is this week I'll be posting up a review of Dead Rising 4 at some point. Coming up next week I'll probably be reviewing Final Fantasy, and when I eventually get to Pokemon Moon. And my year-end series are right around the corner, and I want to emphasize that very soon I'm going to be putting up the polls on the KingofHate.com forums where you can vote on the funniest moments of the year and all of that. So, if you haven't been checking out KO Gaming, I don't blame you.
But I strongly urge you to head over there and sub and keep checking the stuff out, because it's going to be a lot of content going up over there shortly.
But if it's not good content, then who cares? Just something to think about.
Okay.
Thanks to everyone who's attending my streams. Thanks to everyone watching my on-demand videos on YouTube. I'm very appreciative of your attention and your ongoing efforts to allow me to continue to do this as a job.
I love it. I love doing...
Yeah, see, he was literally just dicking around on Twitch. This is the reason why I put the emphasis on... He really didn't go back to Twitch until, like, March or April of 2017, because he was literally just fucking around over there. He was still completely and utterly locked in on YouTube. That's why he didn't want to really send anybody over there per se until he got desperate.
Listen, if I didn't love doing this, I certainly wouldn't be toughing through this cold and everything to be here every day for you.
All right,
I mean, it's not like you had any other options. It's not like you had any other prospects. I mean, when you don't have choices, you have to take a chance. And obviously, Phil's a coward, so we're not doing that.
My job, I do.
And I want to keep doing it. There's many ways that you can allow me to keep doing this as a job.
This 8-year legacy.
Yeah, I know. I've been doing it now, if you think about it. I actually started in the fall of 2008. So I've now been doing this for over 8 years. That's pretty freaking crazy when you think about it, right? That span of time that I've been covering games.
Patreon. Very important, ladies and gentlemen. The number one way. Patreon is the way to go. So, if you get a little bit of extra in your stocking this Christmas.
You say, man, I really like what Phil does, all the videos he puts out for free, and I want to see him be able to continue to do that as a full-time deal in the future. Please pledge to my Patreon.
As little as $1 a month helps.
Oh, shit.
To you, it's not that much, but to me, it could mean the world.
It could mean the difference.
$1 means the world. Oh, my Christ. And this guy has the nerve to talk about detractors being money hungry and all this bullshit, and you're the one that's out here literally begging for change. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is at the bottom of the fucking... Well, I can literally find that in between my car seats, let alone anything else, let alone the couch or the love seat. What the fuck, bro? My lazy boy probably has... And don't worry about that. My lazy boy probably has some of that in there, too. What the fuck? God damn, dude. $1 might be nothing to you, but it means the world to me. Jesus Christ, bro. Just say that you're grateful for whatever little people give you and be done with it. Jesus Christ.
Between paying my bills, the difference between being able to do this as a job or having to quit and go get another kind of job, right?
Holy shit. Holy shit. Woo! That shit, that vintage. This is vintage SnortBucks you guys are getting here, folks, because that shit hit different. That shit hit different. Holy shit. Oh, man. Oh. That's so wild. Woo, shit. Yummy, yum, yum, yum. All right, ladies and gentlemen. For the fourth and last video that will make up this this event, this thing. Oh, there's no snort there. I feel like that might almost kill my buzz. No, we're good. We're good. I got this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the fourth and last video that will make up our broadcast / event. Ooh, SnortBucks, KO Gaming / DSPGaming exploding by criticism, jealousy, big YouTubers, and saltiness included. This was published on December 22nd of 2016. The link will be down in the description, and this is literally 1 day removed from the previous video. So literally it was the next day. Oh, $1 might be nothing to you, but it could be the world to me. Oh my God, I've never heard anybody say that. That's crazy, son. That's crazy. All right, whatever. I understand being appreciative, but that's a bit much, to be honest with you. I don't know. I know people say he has pride, but sometimes you gotta, I don't know. That sounds pretty shameful to say some shit like that, to be honest with you. Anyway, here we go. Here we go.
Then I'm gonna belch really loudly like this. Probably multiple times during the stream.
I do want to remind everyone that KO Gaming, I'm now putting up new videos over there. And I put up my Last Guardian review Monday night. I'm not even kidding you guys and gals. There were some comments on my review. And I'm not making this up. I wish I were. Here's what the comments said. Well, Phil, your review seems very critical and very negative about The Last Guardian. However, we've watched both PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye, two of the biggest and best YouTubers on the planet, play this game, and both of those YouTubers are completely kissing the game's butt, saying it's one of the best games, if not the best game of 20.
He's not mentioning Markiplier, who also, I believe, played that game too, I thought. I'll have to go back and look, but I'm pretty confident he played it as well.
2016. It's super emotional. Both of them got so emotional during their playthroughs, and therefore, we believe them over you, so this review is invalid.
I'm not even kidding you. That's what the comments said.
I mean, but then again, that's how he used to act. He still acts that way. You know, if other people say a game's good and he doesn't think it's good, he'll sit there and say, well, you can believe whatever you want, but that's just how I feel, and you guys can't tell me different. I mean, it's no different, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know if that, you know how people used to say that this was all just, like, meta acting on his part, like he was, you know, Andy Kaufman, and this was all just some big gimmick or whatever, which is funny, but that obviously was never going to be true. But, I always thought him trying to go against the grain, if you will, or going against the current or the tide of what's popular or what's relevant or whatever, I literally always thought that was a work, to be honest with you. But now that, but as time has gone on, it's definitely a shoot. It's definitely a shoot. He doesn't like anything that's positive. Even if it could benefit him, he doesn't, he don't like it. He just doesn't like it. He doesn't like seeing people happy. He doesn't like seeing a group of people, a community, if you will, that can prosper together. If there has to be disorder, there has to be chaos, because he thinks that's the only way he can prosper. If negativity's flowing, he thinks he can flourish and whatnot, which kind of explains why he really gravitated over there to Kino Casino. It wasn't because they were being nice to him. It's because they're known for sowing chaos, and he thought he could capitalize off. That's just my working theory.
And I kind of just put my hands into my hair and said, I can't believe
how stupid the common YouTube viewer is these days. I just can't anymore.
Yikes. Yikes. Because we like this one content creator over another content creator. They're idiots. Jesus, Phil. And he wondered why he can't get nobody to talk to him in interviews or whatever. That's fucking crazy, son.
Seriously. Like, how many times have we already said that
the big YouTubers,
a lot of these people, all they do is paid advertisements. That's all they do. Paid advertisements. People don't realize that when they're doing these playthroughs, they're not legitimate. These guys.
Now keep in mind, he accused Max of this too, right? Oh, when Max was promoting this game, he had hashtag ad in his description box or whatever on YouTube and Twitch, respectfully, and whatnot. So it's not a legitimate ad. He's lying. I mean, I understand he has a family. I understand he's running a business and he has to do what he has to do for that. This is his words, not mine. You know, I understand he has to do what he has to do and whatnot to try to provide for his family. I get that. But hashtag ad, dude. And then when DSP immediately got pushed back on that, all he did was double down. Well, hey, man, like, you know, I understand that's how the industry works, man. He's just doing what he has to do. But how can you take? But if it says hashtag ad, he's lying. How can you say that he's telling the truth? How do you know if he really likes the game or not if he's being paid for it? That's what DSP said. And then DSP has the nerve to get mad that, oh, I can't get sponsorships. I can't get endorsements. Well, wait a second. I thought you're supposed to be the dude who doesn't like those things. And that's what is hurting the industry. Same thing with review copies or influencer copies or whatever. That stuff's hurting the industry. So why would you bitch and complain about you not being able to get things that by your own narrative is actually hurting the industry as a whole? Semantics. Same thing with with drama content, right? DSP preached for years that drama content is trash, it's lowbrow, excuse me. It's one of the easiest things to make on the internet. But since August of this year, that's all he's pretty much been doing. Okay. All right. Whatever. Semantics. You know what I'm saying? If I start going ahead and giving you guys more and more receipts, I'm just going to be considered a stalker at that point. So let me ease up.
Guys are fucking talking ads. That's what they are. Like, they get paid tons of money. They get sent the games way ahead of time. They script all the shit they're gonna say during their gameplay. And nothing they do is legitimate. It's all paid advertisement.
Now keep in mind, he's never talked to any of these people. He's never associated with these people at all. So how would he know that? How does he actually know that? Does that mean that's what he was doing when he had an opportunity to do a sponsorship or whatever? Did you go ahead and fake everything and lie about it for the almighty dollar? Makes you think.
These people are so fucking dumb that they actually think that what I do compared to what they do is the same thing.
Oh my god. I just gotta... I just don't get it anymore. I just don't get it. Seriously. But, I just don't know, man. So, my review, just remember everyone, my review of The Last Guardian, which calls out, by the way, there's landscapers outside, that's what you're hearing, which calls out concrete points, why the game is outdated, why the game is not up to snuff for a modern game in 2016, and why it's a ripoff for $60. I actually, factually outlined the reasons why.
But my review is invalid.
Because two guys who do paid advertisements on YouTube say the game is good. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I seriously don't even know what else to say anymore. I just...
He sounds hurt. To be honest, let me go ahead and step out of my suit jacket for just a second. I still got my vest on though, so it's all great. Still got my vest on. 3-piece. You know what I'm saying? Phil don't know about that. He seems hurt. He sounds super fucking hurt about this situation here. Like, he sounds really like this shit ain't touched him in a very inappropriate place, apparently. He sounds very, very hurt about this situation. That's wild. That's wild. You let someone's opinion, on your opinion, bother you this much. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Oh, soft as toilet paper.
I just don't get it. Like, if that... Because that's the thing.
Nah, this is baby wipe soft. That's what this is. This is baby wipe soft. This is sad.
The truth is that there's so many people like that who, they're so ignorant. Let me put it this way. They're not stupid. They're not. They're ignorant. These are the people who go on YouTube, and the only reason they watch a video is because it has 1 million views, right? So because PewDiePie and I can't even fuck his name, Jacksepticeye? What the fuck kind of name is that? Because these two guys...
I like that retardation, too, that Phil's not the only person to do this. There's a couple people do this shit. Where they purposely try to fuck up a person's name, or they misremember people's names, and this, that, and the third, thinking that they're actually downplaying it, and really you just sound like fucking retards. You literally just sound like an idiot for the sake of doing it. It's obvious that you're going out of your way to do it, and whatnot, and you're not winning anybody over with it. It's not really funny. It just makes you look more stupid. That's wild. That's fucking wild. Oh, another trait of a lol cow.
Go on YouTube, and every video they put out gets 1 million views. It makes them the be-all, end-all authority on gaming, and everyone else should be immediately written off.
Not the fact that most people with intelligent minds say that those guys suck, and you shouldn't watch their shit because they're dumbed down for dumb fucks. You little kids, that's who watches their stuff.
The very kids that he tries to focus his content towards, by the way.
Not intelligent humans. You wouldn't ever go to these people to see an intelligent game review.
Wow, we were saying intelligent game reviews back in 2016? God, dog. Oh, boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're not done yet, but there's diamonds in them hills of that fucking old-ass content. I think it's time to go ahead and get the pitchforks out. We're going to have to go back out there and see what's what. Or pickaxes, I should say. There'd be diamonds out in them hills, man. There'd be diamonds out in them hills.
Right? You go there to get a silly laugh at a bunch of jokesters. That's really what their content is for.
I mean, if it's entertaining, and clearly it is because they pull in views, I mean, how does one argue against that?
But anyway, whatever. It just blows me away. But anyway, I just had to bring that out. It's too funny.
So if something is funny and or entertaining, it's not intelligent, so you should automatically bash it. I mean, you heard it right from the pig's mouth, from the pig's snout. 2016. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Shit, I wish I could have gone one more with you, but that's everything on the docket, I gotta say. But that was, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it has to be short and sweet. That was eye-opening, I gotta tell you. That you guys got a glimpse of what what December of 2016 was like. Gotta say. I gotta say. It's very interesting stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys coming out. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time, you know what I'm saying? Which is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's the holidays and whatnot. Big ups and whatnot. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and change our scenery. Here we go. First off and foremost, thank you very much to Chio18 for the holiday SnortBucks commercials, as well as everything else that she's ever done for us and whatnot. Big ups to all of you guys who are watching. Big ups to everybody here at GTG Network and Productions that allows me to be a fucking dumbass out here on this bullshit. And, you know, maybe provide some laughs, maybe say some shit that's thought-provoking, maybe, and whatnot. And on the occasional time that I say something insightful. But either which way, thank you guys very much for listening in. I very much appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? And if everything works out, I'll see y'all tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I will see y'all tomorrow. And we're just gonna go back to that banger that we had earlier on in this shit. So we're just gonna go ahead and shoot for that. Yeah, I think we're in shape. So take care of yourselves, people. See you tomorrow. Later.